It's Monday, the 21st of June. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony, and sadly, as you can probably see, we're back to long sleeves and long trousers again. It's absolutely chucking it down out there. So just so you know, we've got into the habit, for reasons I can't fully explain, we've got into the habit of addressing any comments, questions, or suggestions at the very end of the show. So if you've got anything to say, please post it in the comments, and I'll get to it just as soon as I've played the outro. Now, we will get to the news headlines in just a second, but first, let us gaze upon the apparently never-ending list of celebrities with a birthday on this day of days.
Happy birthday!
And it's many happy returns to writer Jean-Paul Sartre, a man so smart that he wrote the kind of books that others claim to have read just to make themselves appear intelligent. A happy birthday to the grossly underrated but hugely influential Ray Davies of the Kinks, to actors David Morrissey and the terrific Juliette Lewis, and to singer and songwriter Lana Del Rey. Her music to me is like a David Lean film in audio form, and I mean that as a massive compliment. So happy birthday to you one and all. And since there wasn't a show yesterday, a belated happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there, especially my own. And we start with the tragic news that 5 construction workers have died after a school building collapsed in the Belgian city of Antwerp. Part of the building suddenly fell on Friday afternoon, pulling down the scaffolding supporting it, according to local news media. The cause of the incident is currently unknown. Fire and rescue workers pulled the last 2 bodies out of the rubble on Saturday morning, meaning that all the missing workers have now been accounted for. 2 of the victims were from Portugal and Romania, police have told Belgian media. 9 other people were injured in the collapse, although they're not thought to be in a critical condition. This latest incident follows hot on the heels of a building collapse in Gwangju in South Korea that claimed the lives of 9 people just over a week ago. Bad news all around, I'm afraid. Congratulations are in order to the team at Deconstruct UK, which has just won the demolition portion of an £82 million project for the construction of a new 11-storey building, an office building in London's New Oxford Street. Skanska has won the new build portion of the works, but Deconstruct, which is already working on the ill-fated Grenfell Tower, has been selected to demolish the existing Castlewood House. Our thanks to the research team at the Builders Conference for bringing this one to our attention. We will be getting back to the Builders Conference in just a second, but more importantly than that, massive congratulations to all at Deconstruct UK.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
If you were around on Friday, you might have spotted that we ran a story on Demolition News about the fact that Carey Group is dropping the familiar Scudder name, even though the group will continue to offer demolition services. And I've now had time to digest that news. You might recall that back in 2017, Scudder was actually prosecuted and fined around £600,000 over the death of a worker who had fallen down a lift shaft and sadly died. Maybe there was a thought that the Scudder name had been somehow tainted by that incident. I honestly don't know. But having checked with Companies House, I can see that TE Scudder was actually incorporated way back in 1958, and the name has been a constant presence in UK demolition circles ever since. So the thoughts of a UK demolition industry without the Scudder name feels strangely like a British high street without a Woolworths. Will be very strange indeed. Now, I mentioned earlier that I would come back to the Builders Conference, and unlike some in my line of work, I'm a man of my word. Metric Property Investments has set aside £2.5 million for the construction of a new retail unit on the Wyvern Way industrial estate at Chaddersden in Derby. Faircloth Construction has been named as the main contractor, but a suitable demolition contractor has yet to be appointed. You can find out more about this project lead and countless more just like it over at buildersconference.co.uk.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
I know you can't see it, but my desk is a mess. It is strewn with bits of paper. There's 3 pairs of glasses on there, 2 of which I wear out of vanity and 1 pair that actually allow me to read. And there's an absolute bolognese of electrical cables. However, it is set up just as I like it. The Mac computer that I'm broadcasting this on is sat bang in the middle of my desk. The camera capturing the image that you're watching now is also perfectly central. And while it's not in the middle, the keyboard controlling this dog and pony show is precisely where it needs to be. In other words, this setup is configured to suit my precise needs, which is probably why the following video caught my eye. You might recall that a few months ago, we brought you the launch of the Case G-Series wheel loaders. Now, with those machines being rolled out across Europe and across the rest of the world, Case has unveiled some additional details. Let's take a look.
A major focus of the newly enhanced G-Series wheel loaders is giving the operator total control over their work. One of the major new features you'll find are the 3 color-coded configurable buttons on the right-hand armrest that allow the operator to more quickly and with minimal movement interact with the pre-programmed machine settings or functions. These settings are determined by the operator and can include critical functions and displays. The operator can set 3 functions from the home screen, such as rear view camera, diff lock, strobe activation, and access to the new integrated payload system. And then when in the payload system, the 3 configurable buttons can have 3 independent settings for payload functionality. The new configurable buttons, located on the right armrest next to the loader control, correlate to the 3 configurable icons on the touchscreen display. To program your configurable buttons, simply go to Machine Settings, select Configurable Buttons, and then from the drop-down menu, select the function that you would like to program to each button individually. Be sure to select Updates, and your settings are now saved. For machines that are configured with the all-new integrated payload system, you will have the ability to program 3 new different functions dedicated to payload. Again, select the drop-down menu, select the function you would like to have programmed to each button, select Update, and your settings are now saved. And you can now see from selecting from a configurable button how it interacts with the new touchscreen display. These advances, combined with the ergonomic design of the joysticks and the operator station, centralize total operation of the loader for improved operator performance and focus, and reduce fatigue throughout the workday. For more information on this and the entire lineup of the Case G-Series wheel loaders, see your local dealer or visit kce.com.
The reason I've got my desk laid out like I have is because I know just what I need and when I need it. I know the things that I use the most, like the keyboard, and I know the things that I use maybe once or twice a day, like the microphone. My desk, in fact my whole office, is configured for maximum productivity and minimum fuss, and configurable machines or configurable machine controls serve exactly the same purpose. So I'm really looking forward to the day when I can actually try out one of these Case machines for myself. Right, that just about wraps up the show for today. I'll be back here, same time, same place on the morrow with another breakfast show. If you can't wait that long to gaze upon my happy smiling face, then head on over to demolitionnews.com, where we have posted the first ever episode of our new Demolition World show. The first show features demo diva Simone Bruni, who built a successful demolition company out of the devastation wrought by Hurricane Katrina way back 15, 16 years ago. If I say so myself, it does make for great viewing, and it's gone down very well on our Instagram TV channel too, where it is in fact our highest earning video to date. So be sure to check that one out. And if, like me, you're currently engrossed in the Euro 2020 tournament, you might also like to check out my article from this morning on demolitionnews.com, where I liken some of the teams taking part to types of demolition companies. You might find that vaguely entertaining. Finally, and let me just say that again. Yeah, finally, and I do mean it this time, this Wednesday apparently is Thank a Teacher Day. If you've had any particularly memorable teachers in school, or better still, in the business world, we'd love to hear about them. Just drop me a line in the comments section below or beside this broadcast that you're watching. I've certainly got a few that I plan to share on Wednesday as well. But unless there's any further business, I will declare this episode of the Breakfast Show well and truly adjourned. I finish the same way every day. But look after yourself, look after your family, your friends, and your colleagues. And I will see you again for the Breakfast Show tomorrow morning. And thanks for watching.